President Obama is set to deliver his 7th State of the Union address tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Here with a preview is Colby Itkowitz, a political reporter with The Washington Post. So, Colby, this is the first time the president will be giving a State of the Union address in front of a Congress controlled by Republicans. How does this change the dynamic of the speech?
Right, so there will be far less people standing up, I think you'll see when you're watching it on TV at home. But he's had a divided Congress since 2011, and that's not going to stop him from putting forward policy initiatives that he wants to get done. What he's actually been doing that for the last several weeks. He's scooped himself on this speech tonight, going around the country, offering things like free community college tuition and broadband access in rural communities. So he's not going to hold back tonight just because there's a Republican-controlled Congress.
Now, the middle class will also be a focus in tonight's address. What specifically should we expect on that front?
Yeah, so what we're hearing is that a large chunk of this speech is going to be focused on the middle class, this idea of getting paychecks to go further. Things like I mentioned, the community college tuition. He also is going to be looking at tax cuts. There's things with mortgages, tax cuts for married couples, paid sick leave. There's a number of things that he wants to do to address how to make life easier for the middle class.
And amid
he's going to do that. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, he's off, and your viewers probably know that he wants $320 billion in new revenue, and he's going to get that by taxing the wealthiest. He wants to increase the capital gains tax. He wants to impose a fee on the 100 top financial institutions. So he was going to do that to help pay for some of these middle-class breaks.
And amid the hostility between both political parties, there are actually some issues that Republicans agree with the president on, like free trade. Tell us about that.
Right, so we're going to hear him talk about free trade, and that is one of the few issues that you're going to probably see Republicans clapping and standing and some Democrats sitting and scowling because they don't agree with the president. They're more concerned about workers' rights when it comes to trade issues. The president wants to open up trade in more countries. Another issue is infrastructure. Both sides think that we should be spending more on infrastructure. We should be improving our roads and bridges. The big issue there has always been how do you pay for that, and that's where there's a division between the parties.
All right, Colby, thanks so much for joining us. Colby Itkowitz, political reporter with The Washington Post.
Thank you.
I'm Scott Gamm, and you're watching The Street.